Sergio Garcia gets the green jacket at the Masters.
And I'm sure Tiger is not overly thrilled about that. Not only can he not, he wasn't able to participate, but it was he and Sergio that had a big battle going on?
They've always kind of had a bit of a feud. It's stupid things like, I remember a couple of years ago, I don't remember if it was at the Masters, but like Sergio and Tiger were paired up, and Tiger reached for a club indicating he was going for the green, and the crowd started cheering because they saw the club he grabbed, and Sergio felt like it was disrespectful because he was preparing for his shot, and
I see. So petty. So a bunch of petty stuff. That was probably
It might have been Sergio who was reaching for the club. I can't remember exactly, but those guys don't get along anyway. Sergio missed a putt on 18, a very makeable putt on 18, where he could have won it in regulation, but he ends up beating Justin Rose in a one-hole playoff, what turned out to be a one-hole playoff. We're joined on the phone by Mitch Pezdek from the Golf News. Good morning, Mitch.
Good morning. Is this Andrew?
It's Jeff. What was your
okay?
What was your take on the last couple of holes there? Rose birdied 16, and Garcia missed a putt, so Rose was up a stroke. The next hole, Rose missed a putt, and Garcia got the stroke back. And then on 18, Garcia could have won it outright right there, but they ended up going to the playoff. What was your take on how things ended there? Very exciting finish.
Very exciting. Well, what I was saying is I was watching this and talking to guys. I said, now let's go on to a playoff, and I even said this for the last couple of holes. I said Justin Rose really has the advantage because he's very straight off the tee, he hits his irons well. So Sergio sometimes can get a little wild and, miss the fairway. So I say that, and then on the first hole of the playoff, who goes in the woods but Justin Rose? Who goes down the middle of the fairway? Sergio. And as soon as that happened, I didn't even wait to see what kind of shot Rose had, and he had no shot. I said, Sergio's going to win this tournament. He's in the middle of the fairway, and Rose is in trouble. So when Sergio gets ready to hit his second shot, he's just going to say, well, I got nothing to lose. I'll just put it in the middle of the green or whatever. Instead, he stuck it right near the hole.
Yeah, I actually I didn't see the final putt or the final two putts because, as you mentioned, Rose went into the woods, got a nice bounce, but I guess he had a rough lie.
Yes,
so he had to try to chip out of what was probably what do they call it? The pine straw.
Yes,
and so he's about 5 yards ahead of Garcia hitting his third. And Garcia's, actually hitting his second. So once Garcia got on the green and got so close, I knew it was over. So I didn't see the end of it. I didn't see the end of it either. So, and actually interesting, it was Garcia winning it on the 60th, what would have been the 60th birthday of another. Right, who won it, twice, the green jacket?
He did. He won in 1980 and 1983. Interesting. And, of course, Jose Maria Olazabal won it, so now this makes Sergio the third Spaniard to win the Masters.
And Mitch, before we let you go, I will say this. It was an exciting finish with the final pairing, Rose and Garcia, kind of battling it out at the end. I was disappointed that there wasn't more from Fowler. Spieth faded. None of those the young group of guys really had.
I was hoping Ricky pulled it out. I really was.
They really never got it going on Sunday.
Right. One thing we have to mention is Cooch. Cooch got a hole-in-one on the 16th and went to -5. And if those guys had faltered, or if Cooch had birdied one of the last two holes, Cooch could have have a chance to win.
Yeah, interesting.
That was an amazing hole-in-one.
It was, and there was only one yesterday, right?
I believe that's right.
Only one hole-in-one on 16.
Right.
Yesterday.
Because of course on Sunday, as you know, they put the flag sticks in the most difficult of positions, and so if you get a hole-in-one, you have to hit an incredible shot because they make it intentionally very difficult.
Yeah, interesting. You've got to go over. I think there's a bunker right there in the front corner. And
but 16, yes, there is.
What's interesting, though, is while it is a tough pin placement, the green is sloped where if you hit it center green or right of the pin, it kind of fades back in toward the pin. So there is some advantage there.
Right. Right. That's exactly what Kuchar did.
Absolutely. Mitch, thanks so much. What's next? What's the next big golf tournament?
As far as majors and go?
It's open, right?
Forth?
Well, not necessarily majors, but the next couple of weeks, are we going to see the big names in action, or are they off now?
Well, it's some of them are going to take it off because they don't like to play Harbortown Golf Links down in Hilton Head because it's not a long course, but it's a very tight course. And when they go in small greens, and when they go down there after having a little bit of a letdown from the Masters, they usually do not play that course well. The only guy that ever did that was Bernhard Langer. He won the Masters and then won at Harbortown. But Bernhard Langer doesn't hit it long, but he's very straight. So that course is tailor-made for him. John Daly and all the big hitters do not like Harbortown, so they usually skip it.
Interesting. All right. Mitch Pezdek from the Golf News, thanks for joining us this morning with a
Thank
recap
you.
of the 2017 Masters as Sergio Garcia gets his first major win and his first green jacket.